The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by the Greater Twin Cities Honda Dealers, proud sponsor of Minnesota Youth Basketball.
The Minnesota Vikings heading home as champions of Class A. Up next, this should be a great one in the AA championship game. Albany against Providence Academy. Both teams come in with just one defeat. Star power on both sides. Star power here as well, not me. Sitting next to me, Marissa Kate. I'm Chris Long here on 45 TV. Albany, Paige Meyer, one of the best players in the state. She's a Miss Basketball Final 14 candidate. She had one of the best games we've seen in the entire tournament in the semifinal, 27 points and 10 assists. She's a scorer that makes the rest of her team better.
She is, but, you know, the one concern is, did she already have her best game of the tournament, right? And I hate to say that. I don't want to jinx it, but it'll be interesting to see if she can replicate that performance again today.
Hear a lot about a Providence Academy 7th grader. It's one thing to play varsity as a 7th grader. It's another thing to average 20 points a game, but that's what Madden Greenway has done so far this year as a 7th grader.
I've been really impressed with Madden's game. I was barely able to make a left-handed layup when I was in 7th grade, so the fact that she's playing on the varsity team and having the impact that she's having as a 7th grader is just incredible.
It helps that there's a lot of support, especially the Counts sisters, Grace Counts and Maria Counts. Grace had a shot block in the semifinal to ice the game. Did a little research, found out their grandpa Mel played in the NBA, Celtics, Lakers for 12 years. They've got a pedigree. They are a terrific supporting cast. I shouldn't even say supporting cast. It's a balanced cast for the Lions.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed watching Providence Academy this year is anyone on that starting five is capable of stepping up on any given night.
All right, we will continue the countdown to tip-off of the AA championship game between the Albany Huskies and Providence Academy Lions next, right here on 45 TV.
Get a stylish salute.
Albany comes in hot, Marissa. They beat a very good Glencoe Silver Lake team handily. They outshot them 53% to 32. That's a testament to the Huskies' defense.
It is. We talk a lot about their offense, but I think their defense is what is going to win this game today. Providence Academy likes to score. They like to put up a lot of offense. So I'm excited to see Albany's defense against this team.
Albany's 14th state appearance, 2 in the last 3 years. They won 3 championships, the last in 2008. For Providence Academy, this is their second straight state appearance. They have one championship back in 2012. Interesting note about Providence Academy. We mentioned Madden Greenway, the 7th grader. They start a senior, a junior, a sophomore, a freshman, and a 7th grader. So a lot of diversity in terms of experience in that lineup for the Lions.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes being young in a state tournament can benefit you, and sometimes it can hurt you. You know, sometimes you have those nerves, sometimes you don't. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in this first half.
Each team one loss. Albany's loss was to New London Spicer. Providence Academy's only lost to Concordia Academy, so the lone blemishes on both teams' record. Certainly defensible loss. Let's go meet the Huskies and the Lions down on the court.
At this time, we'd like to introduce the teams for the Class 2A final game between the Section 6 champions with a record of 23-1, the Huskies of Albany High School, and the Section 5 champions with a record of 21-1, the Lions of Providence Academy, Plymouth. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the visitors from Albany. A 5'6" senior guard, number 21, Paige Meyer. A 5'7" senior guard, number 23, Abby Christian. A 5'8" junior forward, number 24, Danica Finley. A 5'6" junior guard, number 33, Joran Carlson. And a 6-foot junior center, number 55, Maddie Herkenoff. The coaching staff for the Huskies, assistant coaches Todd Kuhn and Kelly Clausen. The head coach for Albany is Aaron Boyum. Now let's meet the home team from Providence Academy. A 5'5" freshman guard, number 3, Brooke Honecker. A 5'6" 7th grader, number 30, Madden Greenway. A senior guard at 5'7", number 34, Olivia Clammer. A 6-foot sophomore forward, number 41, Grace Counts. And a 5'11" junior forward, number 42, Maria Counts. Let's meet the coaches for the Lions. The assistant coach is Mark Forbish, and the head coach is Connor Getz. The officials for this championship game are umpire 1, Matt Andreessen, referee Carolyn Dirksen, and umpire 2, Adam Salo.
Sloan Martin, Leah B. Olson welcoming you into Target Center for the Class 2A state title game between Providence Academy and the Albany Huskies. Our starting lineups brought to you by Education Minnesota, the voice for professional educators and students.
So excited about this big game in 2A. The best of the best have arrived here on Championship Friday here at Target Center, and Albany's going to come in here, and this is a team that likes to push the pace, so look for them to move up and down and throw some zone defense onto this Providence Academy team that shoots the 3 balls so well. So I think we're going to have some fun contrasting styles and some great athletes on the court.
We got some height, especially with Providence Academy, the 2 Count sisters, 41 and 42 in blue, combining for 25 points, 18 rebounds, and 11 assists. And then Maria Counts at number 42 had 5 blocks as well. Paige Meyer trying to start things off quickly. She claps knowing she should have had that fast break layup.
Yeah, Paige Meyer, one of the best athletes in the entire tournament. She is a great player, a 2-time All-State, 3-sport athlete.
Yeah, her head coach, Aaron Boyum, says she is everything you want in a player. Grace Counts trying to get into the paint. Here's Madden Greenway, the 7th grader and leading scorer for this Lions squad. She's going to take it off the dribble, takes contact, and it's an offensive foul drawn by Meyer.
Comes in with a lot of energy. I love the energy that Greenway brings to this game, but uses a little too much body. The defense is there and set. She gets the call. The youngster will figure it out quickly, trust me.
Greenway finished with 16 points, did shoot 7 for 22, but she is a huge factor for them on both sides of the ball. Driving is Abby Christian. She is blocked.
Abby Christian will be a big part of this game as well. She has played really solid through this entire tournament. You can rely on her to get you about 10 points. She's a senior, so she's confident out there.
Good look from the free throw line. He's drained by Danica Finley.
Another player who could kind of be one of those X factors in this one is Danica Finley. She's sneaky, she can get some easy points, and is kind of overlooked a lot of the times.
Olivia Clammer just had the ball, the lone senior in this starting lineup. Cross-court pass, a strong one from Greenway, and Counts. Grace Counts gets that to drop the long 2.
I love the confidence in which Greenway throws that pass across the court, and how strong she is. A nice basket by Providence Academy.
Meyer setting up Finley, and it's a 5-2 lead for the Huskies.
Yeah. Meyer knows that she can share that ball and get it to her teammates, and everybody can score in this one.
Boyum also says that she's a better passer than she even is a scorer. Counts finds her sister Maria Counts, and then goes to post up. With the ball now, Brooke Honecker made 5 of her first 6 shots in the semifinal win.
She was big in that one. Shot 60%.
Christian cannot finish on the fast break, but still a great steal, and it will stay with the Huskies. Our keys to the game brought to you by the Greater Twin Cities Honda dealers, proud sponsor of Minnesota Youth Basketball.
I think for both teams, you're going to have to limit turnovers. I think there's going to be a lot of nerves in this one, and they're going to push the pace a little bit. For Albany, though, you got to win that board battle and really get out there and do the things that matter. But for Providence Academy, I thought a quick start mattered, because in the semifinal game, they came out, hit big shots right away, and it really got them rolling.
Spin move by Herkenhoff. Good patience in the post.
Yeah, Maddie Herkenhoff. I like how she plays this game at 5'11". She's really their only kind of true 5 player out there.
Just shy of a double-double in the semis. 9 and 8 rebounds for the junior. Nice screen. Greenway gets it over to Clammer. Maria Counts. Stopped by the rim, but still a good take. And Paige Meyer up ahead to Jordan Carlson. And she can't finish. Greenway to Grace Counts. Maria has it now, poked away. Still on the ground one more time. Then we get that jump off.
Yeah, I thought this one was going to be a little scrappy. Both teams trying to push the paint, but Albany here right away says they want to establish Maddie Herkenhoff down low because she's strong and has some nice post moves. She's spinning her way to the basket.
It's so hard to get that feeling of feeling that pressure behind you and using that to inform your moves. She did a good job there. That was missed. Now Albany with it. Nice take off the dribble from Meyer. And a block by Grace Counts will take it back to the Lions.
Grace Counts and Maria Counts have been simply outstanding this season.
Greenway trying to take up space, every bit of that pivot, and can't get the basket. She attacks one more time. Looks like that won't count. There's a foul on the floor.
I'm loving the energy that both teams have come in here with. Don't come into the lane, because I will block your shot.
The Count sisters really are those defensive anchors for this team.
They really are, and I feel like they settle everyone down because Honecker and Greenway are so young and they have so much energy and they can hit such big shots. And the Maria Counts and Grace Counts, sophomore, junior, they can kind of settle everybody.
Snatched away in the air, speeding over everyone. Paige Meyer, just an impressive display right there, and that forces a timeout with Albany leading 9-2.
Yeah, you don't get over 2,000 points in high school, and she makes it look so easy. Paige Meyer, she's just one of the best. How she handles the ball, her ability to finish, the respect that she has in all classes, not just in 2A. Everybody knows her name.
After their 27-49 win against Glencoe Silver Lake, Goyam says, we feel she's the best player in the state of Minnesota. Him saying this to media. This is what she's been doing for us all year.
Yep, off to South Dakota State she goes.
And I think too, Leah, about how it was a 2-point game, if you remember, around the 6-minute mark of the first half. She went on to score 11 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals to get up to 19, 7, and 6 at halftime. She really, a critical moment, just a 2-point game, and here comes Meyer.
Yeah, she is that player, and she is, when you're in these big games, you need to lean on somebody. She will definitely be that player for the Huskies, and she knows how to incorporate her teammates, and as you said, a better passer even than a scorer, which, you know, is a little crazy, but she is a great scorer, but she sees her teammates, and she will get everyone involved in this.
She's headed off to become a Jackrabbit.
That's pretty awesome.
To continue her career. Didn't get too many offers. And she ended up making a verbal to the Jackrabbits, and she will be off to South Dakota State. Good defense again by the Huskies. That Bailey Keski off the bench. Greenway, the floater, left short. And a rebound to Kylan Jarrett's. Meyer threading the needle. It's going to lead to the foul line.
Yeah, I think the Huskies are doing a nice job of aggressively going at the Lions. They're saying that you're going to have to stop us, and can you stop us without fouling us? Nice passing from Paige Meyer.
This is Alyssa Sand at the free throw line, falling off the front of the rim. She had 7 rebounds. Just a freshman getting big-time minutes here in the state championship game.
Yeah, we're loving all of the young players that we are seeing in this tournament. There has been some good ones.
Maria Count with the rebound. Greenway losing it. A jump ball. Possession arrow the other way.
When you hear about Greenway, the one thing you hear over and over again is she is a competitor. She will go at you in practice every day. She comes ready to play.
Meyer. High screen from Jarrett's. Here is Christian taking it all the way, and she draws the whistle.
Yeah, I think the Huskies have to be pleased of how this first half is playing out for them so far. They're being aggressive and attacking the defense that the Lions are putting on, but the Lions are fouling them.
Are they able to get a lot of these looks driving because they went 9 for 18 from 3 in the semifinals? Do you think that's a big thing that popped out looking at the box score if you're the Lions coaching staff?
Yeah, you're definitely worried about the perimeter. I think both of these teams can get hot from the three-point line. But I think you want to establish yourself like the Huskies have done, as we want to score inside first.
Greenway is called for a carry. And that is turnover number 5 for Providence Academy.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be an issue for Providence, turning that ball over at key moments.
Jordan Carlson back into the game for the Huskies. Greenway providing strong defense. Carlson, though, is able to get the 2.
Carlson, really an impact player for the Huskies. I think she might be that X factor. Definitely was in the semifinals.
14 points for her, was 5 for 8 overall. Hit 2 threes as well. Clamor to the high post and a whistle. And that's number 43, Alyssa Sand.
The officials have established they're going to call this one pretty tight, so the players now have to make some adjustments on the defensive end of the court.
Into the game for the Lions, Carissa Miller, the only player who came off the bench and entered the semifinal game. In fact, for the Lions, 4 starters played all 36 minutes. Maria counts into traffic and denied.
You really see the coaches tightening up their benches in these big games.
Beautiful pass by Meyer, but a block. It stays here with the Huskies. Meyer gets right past Miller, dumps it down. Another block inside by Providence Academy.
Making it difficult inside. The Count sisters blocking shots.
Meyer too strong. And a long rebound to Brooke Honecker. Greenway gets past her defender and floats that up and in.
Yeah, Greenway showing her speed and her ability to adjust, slow down.
She's so springy and fast, the way she's able to accelerate off the dribble.
She has 7th grade energy, is what I'm noticing.
7th grade knees, maybe, too. A foul is going to go against Providence Academy. Greenway has been fantastic. She tries to shake off her defender and get her team back into this one.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by the Greater Twin Cities Honda Dealers, proud sponsor of Minnesota Youth Basketball.
The players to watch are brought to you by LiUNA, Minnesota's infrastructure union. Visit liunaminnesota.org.
Joanne Carlson for the Huskies. I just thought she was so good at running the floor, and I thought she was the X factor in the semifinal game. Brooke Honecker for Providence Academy. She set the tone in the semifinal game. Everyone fouled her. They got energy from her. She had 4 threes, 2 mid-range shots. They need to get her involved in this one.
Absolutely. She has not scored yet in this game. She also had 5 steals in the semifinal, too, and going 6 for 8 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it was just an energy game for her, and it was really contagious for the rest of her team.
Bringing the ball over half court, Danica Finley for the Huskies in this Class 2A championship game. Meyer swinging that ball around, and Herkenhoff not able to handle it. When you're playing with someone like Meyer, who's
yes.
got 2 assists already, the ball can come to you really at any moment.
Exactly. Got to be ready when you're playing with someone like that, and you know she expects you to catch that ball.
Here is Greenway putting her head down, attacking. Rebound to Maria Counts, finds her sister Grace, and a rebound for the Huskies. Herkenhoff swings it into Christian. A lot of traffic in the paint, but for Meyer, he can't get that layup. She's staying here.
Yep, she gets them some second chance opportunities, which is going to be key at rebounding. Nice positioning, though, by Grace Counts. Allows her to get the rebound.
Earns that whistle, too. It's back to the Lions.
And Grace Counts has been outstanding on the rebounds. She had 15 in the quarterfinal game and averages 11 on the season.
Just so steady from what we saw in the semifinals and the numbers they've put up throughout the regular season. Miller almost loses it. Gets it into Grace Counts and taken away by Meyer.
The senior is really trying to control this one, but she turns it over.
Fantastic defense by Honaker, who read that crossover and interrupted it. Meyer, pick and roll, near perfection, but great defense by the Lions. Greenway, the crossover at the half-court mark, and Honaker is fouled.
Yeah, nice job by Honaker getting that one up. She can see the defense coming. Meyer coming down the court. She has a handle on the ball, but loses it. Honaker gets it. Kirchhoff grabs it. A lot of ball movement in that one, but we know turnovers are going to be critical in this because these two teams are pushing the pace a little bit. And who can take care of the ball?
In that category right now, 6-1, Providence Academy with 6 already. And Honaker nets the second.
That's a foul, but not called.
Staying with the Huskies regardless, and it's off the foot of Christian and back to the Lions. Christian guarding Greenway, the 7th grader. That's just a miscommunication. Another turnover, the 7th for the Lions.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure that that's actually the Huskies' defense that's forcing them to turn that ball over. I think they're just making some mistakes here.
Christian almost loses it. Here is Jarrett spinning along the baseline. Great defense by Maria Counts. Back. And that rims out. Greenway comes away with it, and she's got momentum into the front court. Pushes her way, and a rebound to Jarrett.
She does such a great job of getting up and down and hesitation dribble and trying to get to the basket.
The Lions just 2 for 11 from the floor, so it seems like they're getting at the rim, but not quite finishing.
Yeah, they're not able to finish, and we're not seeing that perimeter shooting that we saw in that semifinals game. There's plenty of time for them to shoot their way back into this one, though.
It's Bailey Keski getting it to Christian. Stops her dribble right in the paint. Meyer there to bail her out. Pick and roll, dropping it down low again. And a jump ball is called. 3 different lines surrounding the paint. Here's a look at our AAA winners for Class AA. This is celebrating students' achievements in academics, arts, and athletics. So congratulations to all of these student athletes.
These young athletes are amazing. They're doing a lot of things, academics, arts, they're doing it all.
That's what you want to see. Having the opportunity to
absolutely
use yourself in that many ways. Meyer looking down low to perfection with Jarrett's finishing.
And that's where you feel the confidence of the Huskies. They have a senior, junior laden team that they passing the ball. They know where their teammates are going to be.
Greenway finds Miller. A great look at a 3. Rebound to the Huskies. Meyer facing up, and she's going to slow things down.
Yeah, I like how she's running the show for her team.
Christian bounces in. Jarrett's. And rebound back to the Lions.
Huskies doing a good job of getting inside, down low in the paint. The Lions are going to have to lock that down a little better. Greenway
picks up her dribble, finds Grace Counts, who puts it on the floor, and she draws a trip to the free throw line.
The Huskies finding their way inside in the paint. Sand doing a good job being able to finish. Just a freshman, 6 feet tall.
And again, such a gift when you play with a player like Myers. Like, I will take this short shot right at the rim you've gifted me. It's always a pleasure. And you can see why head coach Aaron Boyum just speaks so highly of her and her passing especially.
Well, she makes everybody better on the court. That's part of what makes her so special. Her stats are gaudy, but everybody else is better because of her.
Albany leading 15-6, under 7 to go in this first half. Carlson with it. Now Meyer. Trying to shake off a defender. The up and under not there either.
Nice defense.
Meyer along the baseline, still crowded, and she loses it.
Yeah, that's a good defensive stop right there for the Lions. Didn't allow them to get down low on the baseline.
That interior defense does just stand out so much as a strength for the Lions. Providence Academy looking to get something going offensively. They're shooting just 17% from the field. Maria Counts with it. That was almost taken away by Jarrett's. Grace Counts. No, rebound to Meyer.
You're not feeling their confidence in their shooting in this one for the Lions.
Carlson looking for a three. And a rebound to Greenway. It's a 3-on-1. Greenway's going to pull up, and she was fouled from behind, it looks like.
Yeah, she kind of left out there with that, because I'm thinking, why'd she pull up right there? But the 7th grader has played some smart basketball in this tournament, and I think, you know, if you didn't know her name before, I think everybody in the state knows it now.
She is someone who you can kind of foresee returning back here to Target Center by building on these skills. And even when I've watched media interviews of her, you see this poise and composure that I would not expect from a 7th grader.
Right.
And you can really see how seriously she does take being a great player.
I know, because when I think of all the dumb things I was doing when I was in 7th grade, I wouldn't be giving great interviews, I can guarantee you that.
That came later, of course. Carlson is stuffed. Another one by Grace Counts, who has been that anchor defensively. Maria Counts with the dribble, dumping it into Clammer. Counts trying to power her weight on the left side, and she can't get it to go.
Huskies aren't letting anything happen in the paint.
Fast break and a 3-point play coming up for Alyssa Sand, all started by Meyer.
Yeah, the freshman doing some nice work out there. This is how the Huskies want to play. They like to get up in transition. And Alyssa Sand does a fantastic job of finishing on that one.
I said this on the last finish by Sand, but also, how about the reward for running the floor as a post player? And she completes the 3-point play, making it an 11-point lead for Albany. No adjustment period for the Huskies.
Hi, I'm
Fan Cam is brought to you by Xfinity Mobile, your wireless, your rules. And we see the Huskies fans again in white.
Very nice. Whoa! What is that?
Might be hard to watch the game, perhaps.
Some good signs. Hustle and heart.
Love to see it. I would say that is very appropriate for this Huskies team.
Oh, that's sweet.
Paige's brother must be.
I like that one.
Nice to see. I like the signs that we got there. It's always a little different from crowd to crowd.
Yes.
Down into Grace Counts. Hook shot goes.
That's how you start working your way back into this one. You get Grace Counts, Maria Counts involved in trying to have they have that nice mid-range game.
Here is Paige Meyer. Carlson with it now, guarded by Honecker. Meyer back to the basket, trying to find some space, and it won't go.
Good.
Up ahead to Greenway, who is sneaking out. Ooh, it'll stay here. And Meyer a little slow to get up.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Coming down court. Good hustle.
Grace Counts gonna lob it inside to Maria. Goes the other way, the double team. It stays here with Providence Academy. Until it doesn't.
The fans should be happy with that since they're booing heartily.
So you know it's the right call.
Exactly.
Albany still with the 18-9 lead. It's been extremely balanced. In fact, Danica Finley has 5 points, a couple more players with 2 to their names.
Oh, look at that.
And another beautiful looking pass. Finley can't finish, but they'll maintain this possession.
Yeah, nice job getting another opportunity.
Meyer flips it over. Finley. And a rebound to Honecker.
Yeah, the Lions are happy to get out of that one without any points to the Huskies.
And Maria Counts takes her time in the post.
Yeah, Maria Counts starting to come to life here. You know, she's just been critical in this tournament. 16 in the quarterfinals, 15 in the semis. They need her to score. They need her to lead this team.
She was all-state honorable mention. Their head coach, Connor Getz, says she's one of the most overlooked players in Class 2A. 3-second violation will turn it over. And Providence Academy can continue to eat into this deficit.
Yep, slowly but surely getting their way back into this one. And it's happening because number 42, Maria Counts, has showed up for this one. Does a nice job. She does a great job in the paint with some little turnaround work. And she also does a great job of passing out of the paint.
Greenway lets it fly. Weak side rebound to Herkenhoff. Meyer trying again in stride, but not there on the fast break. Honecker with it from Greenway. Greenway with Christian on her. She's going to reset things here, looking for Maria Counts.
Good decision making by the 7th grader. There it is.
Grace Counts, the drop step the other direction. It'll stay with the Lions.
Yeah, Maria and Grace work well together in a high-low post situation.
Clamor into Greenway, who finds some space. That's too strong. Gets her own rebound. Grace Counts will put it through.
This one's starting to tighten up here.
A 5-point game. Quick pass into the post. Another block by Grace Counts. And a rebound to Maria.
Well, the interior defense is tightening up for the Lions, so now it's making it more difficult for the Huskies to get in there, and they haven't established their outside game yet.
Greenway is blocked by Paige Meyer. She's trailing the play.
Nice hustle.
Drops it down into Jarrett.
Looks like she traveled.
She did indeed. A turnover for the Huskies.
The defense kicking in here, blocking shots. Paige Meyer doing a little bit of everything in this one. Woo, takes out the official. Oh, it's all in one fell swoop.
Good recovery by her, though. Want to point out, too, 4 blocks apiece for the Count sisters.
Yeah, they make an impact in these games, and And sometimes it can be a quiet impact. And you look at the stats the next day and you're like, oh yeah, they did do a little bit of everything.
Grace Counts is fouled.
The Huskies are going to want to get this thing to halftime because they're starting to lose their flow as the Lions are figuring out how to score here and how to get the Count sisters involved in this one.
She nets the first with 1:10 left. Grace Counts a perfect 2 for 2. Coming back from an 11-point deficit. It's the one-possession game leading up to halftime. You can hear the Providence Academy crowd trying to pump up these players.
Yep, let's look at the intensity of the defense here. Is kicking in a little bit.
Keski with it deep in the corner. 45 seconds to go.
So you can wear them down a little bit before you look to score.
Jared's driving, dumping it off to Sands, tipped around. And a great save by Grace Counts.
Great defensive stop by the Lions.
Greenway all the way.
That's how you do it. That's how you get yourself back into the game. You get some great defense, and on the other end, you get the youngins involved, the 7th grader Greenway.
A 10-0 run for the Lions and a turnover from the Huskies. Another opportunity with 10 seconds left. Maria Counts looks at the clock. She's got 3 seconds left. Attacks. And she won't have it at the buzzer, but a tremendous comeback, and I think something that will set us for a really exciting second half.
I absolutely agree. A great start by the Huskies. They came out and showed what they were made of, and Providence Academy comes back on their defense, and some great play by Maria Counts, Grace Counts, Madden Greenway, and the whole team. Greenway going down. Under pressure, the youngins hits it.
Greenway, for someone who's 5'6", seems to take up so much space with every stride. You see that advancement of her game.
Yes, so much excitement. This was a good half of basketball. We saw some good shooting on both ends of the court. Big players stepping up.
Providence Academy really turned things around. They turned up the defense, improved their shooting as well. We're going to check in at the desk here at Target Center, but we'll have the second half coming up here on 45 TV between the Lions and the Huskies. Just a 1-point game at the half.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by Tria Orthopedics. For the athlete in all of us, there's Tria.
Providence Academy storms back in the last 5 minutes with a 10-0 run to make it a 1-point game at halftime. 18-17, Albany leads here in the girls' Class AA State Championship at Target Center. Chris Long on 45 TV, joined by Marissa Kate. Marissa, what'd you think of the first half? Totally a tale of two halves. Albany up big, Providence Academy comes flying back.
I think Providence Academy started out a little bit slow. They were having a hard time making shots, but then they started to get in the flow. You saw Madden Greenway obviously lead the charge. They started going to the Count sisters, which I thought was huge for them to make that comeback.
Well, let's talk defense. Albany's defense had a lot to do with Providence's offensive struggles early on. Again, in the semifinal, they held Glencoe Silver Lake. That's a very good team to 32% shooting, and at one point, Providence Academy had made 1 of 12 shots.
Yeah, Albany has a great pressure defense, and I think they kind of took the pedal off the gas a little bit at the end of the first half, which allowed Providence Academy to make that run.
How about the Counts girls? 4 blocks each for Providence Academy.
Unbelievable, and Leah alluded to it. They're just a quiet presence down low for Providence.
Halftime continues after this. Went out to an 11-point lead at one point. They were in complete control. Maddie Herkenhoff down low, and you'll see Paige Meyer has a fast break bucket here. This is her only field goal in the first half. Kind of surprising, Marissa.
I think it key to success for Albany in the second half. Paige Meyer has to be more selfish and look to shoot the basketball.
Opening things up for her teammates, Jordan Carlson with the bucket here as they had that big lead, but I mentioned it, Providence Academy closes on a 10-0 run in a 5-minute span. Grace Counts, terrific first half with the shot there, and then you're going to see how effective she and her sister are down on the block.
Yeah, very tough duo down there against Albany. Again, we mentioned it, 8 blocks between the two sisters in the first half.
Grace has 9 points, 4 blocks. Maria, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks. Matt Greenway, 5 points, but she has been a driving force in that rally for Providence Academy as they are within 1 point at halftime. The stats brought to you by Xfinity Sports Zone, the ultimate hub for all things sports.
You know, I think you see the field goal percentage is quite low for both teams. That's a testament to the defense that both of these teams play.
Second half coming up next on 45 TV.
Look at you. No break.
The Albany Huskies were once leading in this game by 11 points. Providence Academy stormed back with a 10-0 run, and that is where we pick up the second half in this Class 2A championship game. Sloan Martin, Leah B. Olson along with you from Target Center. We already named a Class A champion in the Minnesota Vikings on this championship Friday. Immediately stolen away by Paige Meyer, read that spin perfectly. The Euro, and she can't finish on the fast break, staying here with the Huskies.
I'm sure I know what that conversation was like in the locker room for the Huskies. Paige Meyer, you need to be more aggressive shooting the ball. She's done a lot in this game. She's rebounded the ball, she's stealing the ball, she's assisting. She needs to look to score more.
Brooke Honecker, someone they're looking to score as well. She has 1.2 rebounds after a 16-point performance in the semifinals. Here is Meyer going to work, leaving it off for Finley. No assist there, and a rebound to Clammer.
Yeah, both teams have not yet been able to establish their outside perimeter games, shooting a very low percentage from outside.
1 for 11 combined for both teams. Greenway with it, 7th grader, into Grace Counts, who had a tremendous first half. She is fouled. Grace had 9 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks in the first half.
Herkenhoff doesn't quite move her feet on that one.
Into Maria Counts. Greenway, a difficult shot, rebound to Finley. Here is Paige Meyer, South Dakota State commit, running this offense. Broken up, looking for Carlson. And going to the line is Maddie Herkenhoff.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things we saw early in this game for the Huskies is that they had gotten Maddie Herkenhoff involved in this game right away and established her in the post, and then she kind of faded away. She's a strong player, and it's a little bit hard right now for the Lions to match up with her.
She nets the first. Definitely didn't panic when she was having the ball almost taken away, and just decided to attack. She is good on the second as well. Melissa Sand coming in for the Huskies for Herkenhoff. Providence Academy, as I mentioned, down 11 points in that first half, but it was really their defense combined with the offense that was able to propel them back into this game.
Yeah, they picked up the tempo and the energy on the defensive end of the court and then got some confidence on the offensive side.
What hurt them in the first half was turnovers like that. This time it's a whistle, and it's going to be actually against the Lions.
The Huskies have taken advantage. They have 10 points off of turnovers, and both teams, although, yeah, Providence Academy have turned the ball over 10 times in this one.
Today's closed captioning brought to you by Minnesota Touchstone Energy Cooperatives. Together, we save. Here is Meyer. He's leaving that pass off. That was fun to watch. Quick pass to Carlson. Not sure if that was tipped, but it's going to end up in some free throws for the Huskies. Going to the line is Christian.
Yeah, nice job of her grabbing that one. see if the Huskies can get on the boards a little bit, to see if they can get themselves into transition. I think that's where they feel the most comfortable, trying to score easy baskets.
That last foul was on the Providence Academy senior Olivia Clammer. And Christian cleans up the first one to go 1 for 2. Maria counts. Finds her sister Grace, and she draws the foul. That'll go against Kylan Jarretts.
Yeah, I love how those two communicate with one another on the high-low situation. They just see each other, just nice one-handed pass down low. Kind of leads her to the basket. May have been a little too strong, but her sister knows how to turn it into points on the free throw line.
Still almost a chance. But it is really fun to see the chemistry between the two sisters, just in 2 different grades, a junior and a sophomore. Four-point contest. Albany has led for much of this game. Carlson may have had that tipped again as well. Maria counts the nice crossover, almost loses it.
What's happening here?
Grace secures it somehow and ends up with the 2 somehow.
Yeah, this is kind of turning into, it's all about the Count sisters right now. I mean, they're really kind of dominating inside and in every part of this game.
Grace Counts has 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks. Something to watch, though, also 4 fouls in this one. Paige Meyer, good look, and she drains the mid-range. Greenway going baseline, the floater just falls in.
Oh, that's a nice looking shot.
Greenway up to 7 points. She's also got 4 rebounds, 3 assists as well. Saw her father, Chad Greenway, the Vikings Pro Bowl linebacker, trying to pump up the crowd here on the Providence Academy side. That's right in front of us.
Yeah, he is down there getting everyone riled up.
And a turnover. The Huskies pick up possession. Meyer being guarded by Honecker. She drops it down, and the 2 isn't there. Rebound to Grace Counts. They have been incredible on the boards, in the paint.
Yeah, they really have been good, and that was a big possession for the Huskies to miss right there.
Maria Counts steps into a jump shot perfectly. That assist to Madden Greenway.
Counts' parents are happy right now. They're sitting there watching, going, well, our daughters are taking over the game.
Just so calmly and efficiently as well. The Huskies, good look in the finish from Kylan Jarretts.
Yeah, it's good to see Jarretts get involved in this one. And the 5'9" freshman.
Getting significant minutes as a reserve. Here's Greenway trying that floater again, and Jarretts with the rebound along the baseline.
And the Huskies can go deep into their bench. They can go 9. Providence Academy doing the nice job of moving the ball around the basket, and the Huskies answer on that one with the freshman, Kylan Jarretts.
Meyer going to reset up this offense for the Huskies, up by just 2 after leading by 11 in the first half. Almost intercepted, but it's going to be a finish by Herkenhoff, and an and 1 coming.
Yeah, that was nice. Again, I think this is a player that the Huskies need to continue to keep going to, is Maddie Herkenhoff. It's her ability to finish. She did get fouled there.
Can't complete the 3-point play, but the main players off the bench for the Huskies have been really critical today. Bailey Pesky, Alyssa Sand, and Kylan Jarretts.
Yeah, one of the things that the Huskies pride themselves on is being able to bring in some players off of their bench.
Maria counts. Backing down Herkenhoff, spins away from the double team and draws the whistle.
Or third, or is that second? See here. I'm not sure I would have called that one.
It is indeed her third. You were right, Leah.
Well, that's going to be a problem because she's probably going to need to go sit down, and they need her in the game right now.
Maria Counts gets the second. It's a 3-point game. Albany continuing with what we saw in the latter part of the first half from them. Much improved play from early on. Meyer goes behind the back in the lane, avoiding multiple defenders, trying to drop it off to Herkenhoff, and she can't handle the loose ball.
Yeah, dangerous basketball right there.
We'll have more on 45 TV.
The reasons to.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by your local Holiday Station stores.
We have more of our AAA winner students in Class AA schools excelling in academics, arts, and athletics, just broadening their skills, their experiences, and congratulations to everyone being honored across the state. Providence Academy with the basketball and an offensive foul, an illegal screen, it looks like.
That one again. Oh, yeah, on 33.
On Corsimillion,
Yep.
That's right. Sticking out the hip a little bit there. Ball almost stolen away. It's a jump ball possession arrow. We'll keep it right here with the Huskies. It's sometimes so tempting to want to stick out that hip or the knee because it does feel really good to set that good screen.
Right, and it's easier than actually getting in front of the person and moving your feet.
Oh, gosh. True words, Leah. Harsh ones, but true. Looking into the post is Meyer. A little step back, right in the paint, drops through.
Paige Meyer trying to establish herself here again as the leader of this team and seeing if she can get her team. Well, she has her team up by 5.
The Huskies as a program have not won a state championship since 2008. But they do have 3 total, the other 2 going back to the 80s. So even with a winning culture here with the Huskies, definitely a sense that they feel like they're due for another one.
Absolutely. I had the opportunity to talk to Erin Boyum, the Huskies head coach, and it's always one of my favorite parts of doing the tournaments is getting to check in with the coaches and learning about the teams and all the players. But he doesn't, I mean, the way he speaks about Paige Myers is just such an honor for him to be able to coach her. But the influence that he has had on this program has been instrumental.
Knocked away, stolen. Bailey Keski coming up with the ball. And here is Myers spinning the different direction. Finley picks up her dribble. Meyer weaving every way inside the paint. Gets herself a good look at the 3. Really read her own miss there to get the offensive board.
Yeah, outside shooting still cold.
1 for 14
Ooh,
between the 2 teams. That's right.
I have a feeling, though, at the end of this game, there's going to be a big shot. There's going to be a couple big 3-pointers that are going to make a difference. I'm just feeling that that's going to happen.
Are you just saying that because we saw that from Belgrade, Britain, El Rosa? I don't know. It could repeat.
Possibly.
That was an exciting Class A championship for sure as Meyer avoids a travel. Question mark on the end of that one. Under 10 minutes to go in this second half is Herkenhoff, offensive foul.
Yeah, that's it. I see the frustration she had there.
Are you surprised it's a count?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it is the right call.
It's interesting, too, because Grace Counts, who took that charge, has 4 fouls. What if it had gone the other way?
Yeah, with 9:57 left in this one, that would have been a big deal.
I mean, you still have to play your post defense. You can't back away hands off, but it's going to be tough for her. Madden Greenway guarded by Abby Christian up the floor. Here's Maria Counts. 5 blocks in back-to-back games for her. Here is Carissa Miller trying to split defenders. Meyer's going to pick it up off the baseline. Nice hesitation by Meyer. Flips it over to Sand over multiple defenders.
Again, maybe just a little too unselfish there.
Greenway spins and draws the foul.
Showing the handle that she has. And Greenway getting her way in. Nice little spin move. It looked like she twisted her ankle as she was taking that stride to the basket.
One more coming up in this 5-point game. The Lions have, in the first half, trailed by 11, went on a 10-0 run at one point, and it's been a really close affair since. For the Huskies, Samantha Van Heel, a sophomore, is coming into the game for the first time today. Meyer guarded by Honecker. Off the pick and roll, little head fake. Meyer's going to reset.
Yep, showing some patience here. Oh, yeah.
Not there, that pass that she was expecting,
Yep.
and Miller picks it off, and then Meyer picks up the foul in the backcourt.
That's frustrating right there for the Huskies. Just miscommunication on the offensive end of the court.
It's always tough for that foul as a timeout called on the floor when you just want to hustle, you want to make up for a mistake, and then you end up getting that whistle so far from the basket.
3 fouls on Paige Meyer.
Timeout called by Albany, their first in the second half. We've talked a lot about this interior defense from the Lions.
Yeah, it's been a block party, that's for sure. And it's really been led by the Count sisters. They've been doing an amazing job. That's Grace. That's Maria. It's one after the other, getting rebounds, pulling down. I love it because I'll tell you what, a good block shot gets in the head of your opponent, and they have to think every time they get in the lanes. They're doing an outstanding job.
10 blocks between them.
That's
10.
crazy.
It absolutely is. And Maria Counts has 6. She had 5 in the semifinals. And these aren't, you know, 6'5", 6'6" players playing at this level who just really stand literally head and shoulders above the rest of the players. This is 6 foot and 5'10".
Yeah, that's a great point. And they've been clean blocks.
That's going to be free throws coming up here for Madden Greenway, who has no reservations about attacking through contact.
She's trying to figure out how to get her team rolling and create some offense here. She goes through 3 defenders to get to the basket. Gets herself to the free throw line.
I like to see that from her because sometimes you wonder if you're a much younger player on varsity where you might be a little more reserved. You might think about what's my place, what's my role, and she certainly knows her role, and that's scoring.
Yes. Bringing energy and scoring.
A 3-point game again as Meyer gets it over half court. Keski uses a high screen. minutes to go over that midway point in this Class AA championship game as Meyer had a defender on her shoulder, still knocks down the shot.
Slowly working her way into this one. Meyer now with 8 points.
Greenway attacking again. She just has this knack for being able to hit that shot.
Honecker doing a nice job here, making Paige Meyer work for it.
Heskey, screen from Van Heel. And Heel is looking inside with Providence Academy, really making the Huskies work to get quality looks. Meyer, a pump fake, 2 defenders, and 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, that's what I think she needs to do more of. Well, first on the other side, the youngins, Madden Greenway, able to get to the basket. She's fearless. She's in 7th grade, and she'll go through 3 defenders, 2 defenders, whatever it is. She knows she needs to score for her Providence Academy Lions. But on the other end, Paige Meyer is becoming much more aggressive on the offensive end, getting herself to the free throw line. She's going to have to create where she can.
I think you're right, because we have not seen her take that kind of contested shot where she is double teamed, where she's putting up a pump fake.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about going back to Madden. I'm thinking about where Marissa at the desk said I couldn't make a left-handed layup in 7th grade, and I think we were all pretty much in that.
I think Marissa could. I know I couldn't.
I was, maybe just learning how to shoot one-handed at that point. As Madden Greenway, just as we're saying that, knocks down a huge 3 in a state championship game to make it a 2-point contest.
Yeah, Dad looks happy about that one.
That forces a timeout. Because Providence Academy is continuing this pressure that we saw from the end of the first half.
Yeah, it really has kicked in. And as we were saying about Paige Meyer is that, she has 4 assists in this game. She has 3 steals. She has a block. But for them to win this game, they're going to have to do it on the back of her scoring.
We still got a ways to go, but we're already bringing you the play of the game. Brought to you by Minnesota Rusco since 1955.
Paige Meyer starting on the defensive end of the court and finishing on the offensive court. Nice block. Gets down. Lays it in. Shows just how versatile she is as a player. She can get up. That's a nice block. Looks around to see where the defense is and is able to finish that. She is something special.
That's really an exciting steal. Not just the fast break, but just snatching it out of the air.
I'll take that.
Exactly.
And go score on you, yes.
Here's Honecker. You see her reaching her hand in, trying to make it difficult even getting over half court. Meyer bouncing her way in for 2.
That's what we're talking about. How you take over a game. That's the expectation that's been put on this senior.
Miller puts it on the floor, loses it.
I love how she takes a look around. She's just such a savvy player. She wants to know where everyone is defensively.
Meyer trying to beat Maria Counts, but Counts chases her down with the block, her 7th.
And keep the blocks a-coming. Maria Counts.
I thought Meyer had her beat.
I do too.
Greenway bouncing along the baseline. Miller, she draws the foul.
That's a good way to get Carissa Miller more involved in this one as well. And number 21, Paige Meyer, doing what she has to do to keep her team ahead in this one. Look how she weaves through the defense.
The way she held herself in the air, too, to concentrate on that finish. It's just really advanced.
It's nice. It's fun to watch. We like it.
That's why we like our seats here at Target Center. One more coming up for Miller. Good box out, but it's... it's going to stay here. It was pretty clearly off of Danica Finley. And we're going to step aside for a moment. Just a 3-point game in the Class 2A championship game. It's time for another tournament flashback brought to you by Old Dutch. Quality lives here. And in Class AA, the champions, the Minnehaha Academy Red Hawks, moving on to their second title. Tatum Rhodes had 29 points. Mia Curtis with 18. You see the celebration, the last one in 2019. So happy we've been already able to see one championship celebration today here at Target Center. The Red Hawks made the tournament again. They were bounced in the quarterfinals. That was a fun one to look back at.
That was a fun one. Also, seeing the Williams Arena's court, I always forget how bright it is on TV, but really great to be here at Target Center.
Finley, no one around, and she makes them pay.
I knew it. I knew someone was going to get hot here. Had to happen.
You did call it moments ago. Greenway, too short. Meyer with the rebound. A big three to try and create some separation for Albany. They're up by 5. Before that, Paige Meyer had scored the last 8 points for the Huskies. Meyer dropping it into Sand, who collects and finishes.
Yeah, again, Sand doing a really nice job of handling those passes from her amazing teammate.
Greenway. There's a foul.
Look at this big shot. Danica Finley. The bench loves it. It's a big shot. It got everybody going in here. It got the crowd involved as well.
Albany 2 for 10 from long range, and Providence Academy 1 for 6. So you did predict that because they were few and far between earlier on this game.
Right. I was thinking maybe a little closer to the end of the game, but still we needed it to someone to kick in here. This has not been a three-point party in this one.
Albany already with 9 team fouls. So that could be an opportunity for Providence Academy to get to the line. A full court pressure from the Lions, almost stolen by Maria Counts, and she's going to pick up her second foul.
Yeah, it ends up in a foul, but I like it. I would have done it myself. She's trying to looking. She was almost there, looking to turn him over.
So both teams in the bonus. That's the 7th team foul on the Lions. So Christian coming up for free throws. Rebound to Grace Counts. Her 11th. Honecker. Good look. Huskies secure the rebound. 4.5 to go in this Class 2A state championship game. Honecker playing very close defense on Meyer, denying her the ball, and that's going to force a timeout from Albany and Aaron Boyum. Our game summary is brought to you by Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results.
Yeah, big players stepping up at big times, and Paige Meyer, Danica Finley looking good in this one as well. And Madden Greenway and Grace Counts have both been outstanding for Providence Academy. And in the next 4:23, can they do even more to get their team back into this one?
What do you want to see from Providence Academy? They have had that huge comeback, but have never been able to succeed Albany in this game.
Yeah, I think they need to move the ball a little bit more around, but Paige Meyer is making things difficult for everybody because she's been so good on the defensive end. Her defense turning to offense, block shots, reading the D, getting some mid-range shots. She has really kind of lived up to the billing in this one, splitting the D, getting to the hoop.
I'm looking forward to seeing what she does down the stretch. Does she pick up that aggression? Because when she has the ball in her hands, there's this calmness to it.
Yep, and everyone kind of knows where to be and kind of waiting for that pass from her.
Moving it around the perimeter, 4 minutes to go. Christian is fouled by Maria Counts. That is her third. So Grace counts 41 in blue, has 4, and Maria now with 3.
He's thinking about going for the ball, I think.
This is Maddie Herkenhoff, who's just checked in for the Huskies. At the free throw line is Christian once more for a 1-and-1. Albany in a good spot, trying to build this cushion a little bit more when they have not seen since earlier on in the first half when they led by 11. Big 2-for-2 trip. Maria Counts puts it on the ground. Madden Greenway.
Yeah, they got
spacing's a little off here. Honecker and a rebound to Meyer. She's going to push it. I know we're in a very late game situation, but I have to point out Aaron Boyum calling out a play called Moose and putting like his hands like antlers on his head to call out the play, which is maybe something you have to do in COVID to get it across. Act like a moose on the side.
Wow, I'm going to pay attention to that.
Just caught my eye. Down low, no one around for Joran Carlson. She converts, and it's a 10-point lead all of a sudden.
Yeah, Joran Carlson, she's been good in this tournament.
Greenway trying to answer back. That caroms off the rim. Paige Meyer all the way through, sets up Carlson. It's a 12-point lead.
Yeah, Paige takes all the attention as she's bringing the ball down the court, so she's able to dish it off to her teammates.
She comes up with something productive every time the ball's in her hands, and it could not come at a bigger time than them being able to build this lead back up.
Pushing the ball, everyone's on her, everyone's trying to get to her. And it's Carlson. Yeah, just her ability to weave through just the traffic and the chaos and to be able to see where her teammates are and when to take it and when to give it up.
Timeout called by Providence Academy here on the floor.
I think in that first half we saw some really good defense that was put on her, and I think Honecker was a big part of that, slowing her down. And then I think in halftime, I think her coach asked her to come out and be more aggressive, and then we saw a different Paige kind of come out in the second half.
And that's how you develop as a player, and why this kind of championship experience is so important, because maybe you do have to be a different player than you are in February.
Absolutely. Able to take your game to the next level, in particular in big situations.
Providence Academy battled so hard to come back from an early 11-point deficit. This now their largest deficit of the game, coming with 2:40 left.
The Providence Academy has a lot of firepower if they can get hot. They haven't been able yet to hit those big three-pointers they had in the semifinals games, but there is still time.
Clamor from the free throw line. That falls.
There's a start. Can you get a turnover, a defensive stop here?
That's going to be a foul on Grace Counts, and now both the Counts sisters have 4. Neither team in the double bonus just yet. 9 team fouls apiece. The Albany crowd all in white, holding their hands up. One more for Meyer. Stepping to the line, going 2 for 2. Greenway trying to get free from Christian. Into the post, it is Grace Counts, a little awkward spot, and Meyer with the rebound. Pushing her way up the floor, setting up a teammate again, but it looks like there's a whistle. going to go against the Lions, and now it will be a 2-shot free throw. Another opportunity for Meyer to solidify this lead.
Yep. He has done so much to take over this game in the second half.
A 14-point lead. It came fast here in the closing minutes for the Albany Huskies as Grace Counts draws the foul.
It sure did. In the same way that Providence Academy kind of worked their way back into this game. It was quick. The momentum shifted. They kicked in their defense. The Huskies were able to do the same thing in the second half.
For so long, Providence Academy kept it so close after trailing by double digits in the first half. Counts has 2 free throws. Coming up as Alyssa Sand will enter the game for the Huskies. One more coming up for Counts. Maria Counts battling for that board, but it's going to go back to the Huskies.
They're on their full court pressure. Oh, there's some water or something on the floor, I think.
Hopefully they get that cleaned up. I've been in this building sometimes seeing Sylvia Fowles herself cleaning up.
Yeah, well, because
if there's ever a spill on the floor.
You're a player and you see it. She knows that there's probably some sweat. It's probably not water. But you'll do whatever you can to get that off the court because you know you're going down on that. So it's a good call by Counts.
Especially, yeah, when it's your own. Meyer is fouled and she hit the deck. Two free throws coming up here for Paige Meyer.
Meyer trying to work her way down.
It's going to go against Olivia Clammer. Both teams in the double bonus at this point. And Paige knocks down the first. Turkenhoff coming back in for the Huskies, replacing Joran Carlson. Of course, we've talked a lot about Meyer, and you've mentioned it, Leah. The depth of the Huskies, I think, really benefited them today.
I agree, and that's what got them here is that this is a team that can go deep into their bench, and they're, is that a travel?
Yeah, Greenway traveled.
And Erin Boyum does such a great job getting them to play at a certain level, and the team play and the camaraderie, and he's done an outstanding job in teaching them how to play at the highest level and to play in big moments as well.
The ball is going to go out of bounds. A miscommunication there by the Huskies. Meyer said calm down, slow down, indicated that. But Bailey Keski, Alyssa Sand, and Kylan Jarrett's very big for the Huskies off the bench as Herkenhoff will re-enter. Good shot. The mid-range goes for Maria Counts, and she's right back trying to get a steal. Paige Meyer stopped along the baseline, trying to maintain possession, and it still ends up in an assist. Alyssa Sand with the layup.
How did she pass that ball?
She had the baseline. She was double teamed, and it still turned into points. Madden Greenway, a difficult shot, gets that to go in the paint, and now 1 minute left. For Providence Academy, a lot to be excited about with this program is there's a foul on, if this is Counts, then she's done.
She gets caught here in between the defense, but is savvy enough to get the pass off.
Looked like her head might have even gotten caught on someone's forearm as she was passing that ball.
And Alyssa Sand has done a nice job in this game to...
Oh, wow. Counts will exit the game 1 assist short of a triple-double. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, and at least 7 blocks. Did she get another one since I have last seen that? Incredible game.
Yeah,
and
it's
she
been
will
outstanding.
take a seat. Maria Counts will come back for her senior year for the Lions. After this year, an all-state honorable mention selection, but so much to be excited about for the Lions program when you are graduating just one starter. Grace Counts is fouled as she got that offensive rebound.
No, this Providence Academy team is an exciting one, and I think they brought something really fresh to this tournament, you know, and a different style of play and some youth excitement and some great shooting and a great coaching. It's just, this is one of those programs that you're going to keep your eye on. You know, back in the day, we used to see Providence Academy, then didn't see them for a long time, and 5th appearance here in the state tourney.
Yeah, they went from 2009 to 2018 without, or excuse me, that's actually Albany. They went from 2013 to 2020 in between their visits to the state tournament, but very easily can see them coming back with what they're going to be bringing back next year. And Albany able to take care of business here at Target Center, a year in which they were able to return to the state tournament. That's going to go on Clammer, the one senior for Providence Academy, and more free throws coming up here for Meyer, who is 1 assist shy as well of a triple-double. She nearly had a triple-double in the semifinals.
Players stepping up in big moments. Really fun to see, and all these players on the court have been through so much this season, and to see how they've showed up in this championship game, and they're resilient and they're impressive, and I'm glad they've had the opportunity to be here this year.
A lot to be proud of for every team that is in this tournament as Paige Meyer exits the game for the Huskies for the final time. Shot from Grace Counts out of bounds, 16 seconds left. Providence Academy fans on their feet to congratulate this team, but it's going to be the Huskies of Albany in Class 2A. As there is a travel, 5.7 to go. And I'm still waiting for these Albany fans. They've been kind of quiet. I think they're waiting till the final buzzer to explode. Three seconds to go as Greenway won't get one final basket. And for Albany, a year defined by resilience, and they come out on top.
There she is, the player of the game. Paige Meyer, 20 points, 10 boards, 9 assists, did everything she was asked, stepped up in the second half to carry her team through to the state championship and to win it all.
The player of the game is brought to you by Preferred One. Achieve your best health with Preferred One health plans. A special talent backed up by players that are able to use her best talents, finishing those layups, getting those assists, knocking down outside shots. And of course, both teams struggled from outside today, combined 3 for 21. But it's about how this team was brought together with that depth, everything that allows a player to like that to shine.
Yeah, it's been a fun moment for them, a fun stretch for the senior Paige Meyer. She has done everything in her career to finish off here
Let's send it down to the court for our award ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join the Minnesota State High School League in congratulating these athletes and their schools for their outstanding participation in this year's state girls basketball tournament and throughout this unprecedented season. The second place trophy will be awarded to Providence Academy High School. At this time, we ask the team captains to please come forward and get your trophy. The Minnesota State High School League will provide silver medals to Providence Academy for presentation by their school. The Minnesota State High School Class 2A girls basketball champion is Albany High School. And now will the team captains please come forward and get your championship trophy. The Minnesota State High School League will provide gold medals to Albany for presentation by their school.
Let the celebration begin for the Albany Huskies. They finished the season, Leah, with just one loss this year. They came into this tournament as a #1 seed. And they were able to complete the mission in what has been, obviously, for everyone, an extremely challenging year.
Yeah, it certainly has been, and they have been so impressive, just how they showed up on the big stage, how they shared the basketball, how they involved everybody. We saw some young players stand up, and Alyssa Sand, I thought, was outstanding today. I thought Joran Carlson had an outstanding tournament. I love the way Maddie Herkenhoff plays this game. Of course, Paige Meyer, we've talked about her the entire game. She's amazing. So just they brought a really great group here, and thank you to Albany, the community, for all the people who showed up here today. I know more wanted to come than could get in. So thank you to all of them for everything that they've done for this team.
The Huskies win their 4th state tournament. We will have more coming up here from Target Center, more championships to be played.
At Franson Bank.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results.
Albany wins it, the 4th championship in program history. They've won in 1980, 83, 2008, and they are now the state champions for 2021 in Class AA girls basketball. Chris Long back with you, along with Marissa Kate here on 45 TV. Pretty good kick to get to the finish line there by Albany. That game was close with about 6 minutes left.
We kept waiting for Paige Meyer to kind of kick it into second gear, and she finally did. I mean, you really can't find a replacement for that senior experience and leadership that she has.
She was 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Kids, get out in the driveway and practice those free throws. How about her numbers in the last 2 games, the semifinal and the championship? 47 points, 17 rebounds, and 19 assists. Just missed triple doubles in both the final 4 games.
Unbelievable. I said it to Chris a couple times during the game. She is a player that I would love to play with, right? She just looks like she'd be so much fun to play with, and I'd be ready on the low block for those assists.
They closed the game out, Albany did, with a 24-12 run in the final 7 minutes as Providence Academy showed a lot of fight. Grace Counts here. What a great tournament she had.
She did, and something to note, Providence Academy is young, and we're going to see this team again in the future, I guarantee it.
Down there in the pink shoes, that's Madden Greenway. You're going to see a lot of her. She's only a 7th grader. Fantastic talent, spots up for 3 here. It was the only 3 the Lions hit.
Yeah, and one thing about Madden Greenway, you can tell she's a competitor. She did not back down the entire game.
We mentioned Paige Meyer. We're going to see everything she can do here. There's a steal going the other way. Then just such a great shooter. And not when she doesn't have a lot of space, she still can find a way to get a shot off.
And she's only 5'6", so she really has to work to get that shot off, but somehow she finds a way to do it.
And a lot of passing. We mentioned almost triple doubling in both games, so obviously can also dish the rock as well. And then this is a big 3. Danica Finley with 6 to go. That made it a 6-point game.
Yeah, huge 3 for the Huskies there.
Now the Alyssa Sand bucket late, but also kept Albany just up by arm's length, and then they finished it out late, and you see the celebration. Leading the celebration off the bench, fittingly, Paige Myers. Albany wins at 57-43. The stats are brought to you by Xfinity Sports Zone, the ultimate hub for all things sports.
I think the thing that surprises me the most is the Huskies' ability to score in the paint. They scored 32 points in the paint with the Count sisters down there with a low block presence.
Rewarding for every team that made it to the state tournament this year with everything the kids had to go through. And wow, even more rewarding to hoist that trophy. Champions, AA, Albany. We'll be back after this.
At the heart of
2 down, 2 to go at Girls Basketball Championship Friday. Minnesota defends the title they won 2 years ago. They're the champions of Class 1A yet again. Albany, the 4th title in their program history. You just saw them beat Providence Academy. Coming up tonight, 3A and 4A. Becker and Marshall playing in AAA at 6 o'clock. Then Rosemount and Chaska at 8 o'clock. Some explosive offenses there. And then Rosemount, kind of the Cinderellas, they go the other way. We've got those explosive offenses. Rosemount, just a remarkably smothering defense. So a lot of contrasts and styles in tonight's games.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Becker play. I think we've watched these girls from freshmen all the way till their senior class this year, and they are just a complete all-around basketball team, so I'm really excited to see them. I'm also excited to see Rosemount play some defense on Chaska, who beat Hopkins in the semifinals.
Yeah, Chaska will have some wind in their sails after that big upset of Hopkins. We will have those 2 games for you. Becker and Marshall in AAA, Chaska and Rosemount in Quad A. Those are coming up here in about an hour. We will tip off the 3A championship game at 6 o'clock. For now, we're going to sign off just for a little while. We'll be back with the last 2 girls basketball games of this season on 45 TV coming up at 6 o'clock. We'll see you then.
You guys